Now we're going to look at how to visually resize a composition's pixel dimensions, not its duration, its actual area. Now what we have here is an old public domain clip. This is from The Star is Born, a classic, wonderful movie from 1937. And this is encased in a composition that is standard NTSC size, in other words, 720 by 480. If we look at the comp in the project panel, it's significantly smaller, 336 by 256. Now let's say we were putting this composition on the web. I don't want all of this extra black space around my clip. I just want to crop it to this clip. Quick and easy way to do this is by clicking the region of interest button down at the bottom of the composition panel. Click that to select it, and then click and drag, almost like a marquee, around the footage. Now the purpose of the region of interest is to make it so that when you render your footage or render your composition, it renders only a small piece of it. So let's say I had many layers around this other layer here, and maybe there were sparks and a whole bunch of stuff going on around it, and I only wanted to preview what's in here. Now that's going to speed up my render time a lot because now After Effects won't have to render this stuff on the outside of the region of interest. But an added benefit of the region of interest is that once we have a region of interest and it's active, by the way, you can deactivate it by clicking the region of interest button again. Once it's active, you can go to the composition panel and select Crop Comp to Region of Interest. And now our composition is exactly the size that we chose. So essentially this trick is a way that we can visually resize the pixel dimensions of a composition. Now I do realize that we could have gone into our composition settings and just made a composition that was 336 by 256. Likewise, we could have just dragged the footage to the new composition icon at the bottom of the project panel. However, if I undo this by hitting Command Z on the Mac or Control Z on the PC, what if we had this clip over here on the left-hand side, perhaps in the corner like this? Then cropping the composition through the composition settings would not work. Or let's say we made a large composition with a lot of layers, and we only wanted a small piece of that to be exported somewhere. So again, this trick is a really great tool to export a piece of a composition for export.